Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Meets Vodka. I'm your host, Raya, and I'm handling life one shot at a time. Sit back, relax, let's talk all things pop culture, celebrities, gossip, trends, and let's become best friends. What? I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. What is up, guys? Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be back in this 2025 year. It's feeling free. It's feeling flirty. I can't believe that we are 5 years post-COVID, half a decade. We're 5 years to 2030. That sounds so... Where's the flying cars? You know, they have... Elon Musk is doing, you know, sex robots and whatever, and like cyber trucks. So ugly, by the way. But I can't believe it. I mean, I didn't eat grapes under the table at midnight. I was definitely passed out in bed on New Year's, but I'm feeling love is in the air. Or at least I'm manifesting it. But you know what else? Actually, this year I have said I'm like such a lover girl. As you know, it's really like such a double-edged sword. I feel like my personality is really polarizing, and I'm very opinionated. I have a lot of thoughts about a lot of different things, but I'm also like very sensitive and very, very much a lover girl. But you know what? I had a conversation with my friend the other day. Like literally, like I spent way too much time in my feelings last year. Like, I don't know. I got in like this weird depression, like kind of during the summer, and it like trailed to like the half of the year. So basically like 6 months. I mean, not like, you know, I guess it was like a mild depression, okay? Just like a lull, you know, like an ebb and a flow, you know? But I told my friend, you know, I spent too much time in my feelings last year. So this year, we're not really doing that. And if you have time to think about boys, you have time to work. Like, you're not busy enough. You know what I mean? And like, I also think part of my feeling like depressy was because like I wasn't busy enough and I got like burnt out and just like a lot. So I have a good game plan this year. Life's a marathon, not a sprint. There we go. So, you know, I'm hoping to be a little more like regimented this year. Also, I feel like I kind of abandoned my structure last year. And I think that also really is what kind of paralyzed me too. I am not somebody that likes structure. I'm not somebody that, you know, thrives on structure, but I think as people, and especially as entrepreneurs and creatives, like you have got to give yourself structure. And I think that's one of the biggest things in therapy that I learned. Honestly, I learned like a lot of business in therapy. Like it just translates, you know what I mean? It's not so much that like, oh, hey, I have this pitch that I want to prepare for or whatever. But, you know, the skills that I've learned in therapy of how to communicate, set boundaries, like, you know, give myself structure, et cetera, like that obviously translates to business. And I mean, that was like a really big lesson that I learned. So I need to get back to that. I'm trying to be super regimented. I mean, you know, I am setting myself up for failure a little bit to do like really like just complete 180 cold turkey, like full force, like be somebody I'm not, with like waking up at like 6 a.m., workout, go to the dog park, eat at home, go to work, do like all of these things. Which actually, I guess those three, working out, going to the dog park, and eating at home, doesn't sound like too crazy, but it like really is for me. So today I kind of failed on the workout, but I did wake up at 6:40 a.m., which I was supposed to be done with my workout at 6:40 a.m., but whatever. I did take the dogs to the dog park. Freezing. Today is officially the first day of winter, as told by me, because it is literally 30 outside, and it probably won't get any colder than this, so I'm like really living for it. And but you know what, I don't know, the air just feels different here. I'm missing Chicago. Like I really loved that city. I've heard nothing but great things since I've been back. I wonder if I'm going to do my astrocartography to see like where I should be living and stuff, and like what cities I would thrive in this year. And, you know, if you don't know about that, it's like a different part of astrology where like, you know, you have certain transits going through different cities in your chart, and like those cities will bring you certain things. Like if your focus is money or like career or love, like you might find those in different cities, or healing. Oh my God. Which also, cause like I can read it myself, but I want like somebody to do it. It said that Houston was perfect for therapy and real estate. Like, I do love that, but also, like, am I handcuffed to this city? I'm going to die if I am. I don't hate it. I'm slowly coming back to hating the city. Great place for real estate, though. I do have a bad case of the winter uggos. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if my face is changing. I mean, obviously it is winter and like skin's dry. You're pale as shit. Like, I do need to put on a tan. I was so tired yesterday. I couldn't even do my self-care. I was out showing all day. I have a lot of clients in the pipeline, which is exciting. But I also have been going down TikTok rabbit holes like it's 2016 on how to do my makeup, because apparently I'm literally doing it wrong. And it's now I feel like when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I'm literally so ugly. I don't actually think I'm ugly, just like the way that I'm doing my makeup is ugly. Because it's like everything that these makeup influencers, Gen Zers, young girlies in college are telling me that I'm doing wrong, stressing me out. I can't keep up with the Joneses. I will also say, I just had a birthday. Should I stop telling people my age? I don't know. I'm 32 and I'm literally feeling 22. You know, I said in the start of the podcast this episode about how, it's feeling free and flirty. I feel so free. I literally lost my mind and dyed my hair pink a little bit. You know what I mean? I didn't lose my mind, but I went to go get my hair done like before my birthday in December. Because now, oh my God, it's January 2025. Sorry, my mind is like still blown. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm thinking, like, I literally sat in her chair and I'm like, she's like, same thing. And I'm like, yeah, actually, I don't know. I kind of want to do something crazy. And she's like, hairstylists are always like, yeah, let's chop, let's cut, let's color, let's do extensions, like, let's do something crazy. And I'm like, not that crazy, girl. But I told her, I was like, just put a little strip in my hair. I just want to feel something, It was either that or a tattoo or go to a festival. So I feel like the pink in the hair is good. Although we are ready for it to get out. No, not one person has complimented me in person. Allegedly, you guys all liked it online on the gram when I did it. Y'all were like, oh my God, it's so cute, and you liked it. But not one person has told me that they liked it in person. And a lot of my friends are like, I'm over it now. It needs to be dyed back. And fuck you to the people who are saying, you should dye your whole hair pink. No, that's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. I'm not like a colored hair girly. I know my personality is a little wild, but that's what I'm contributing to society. A wild personality. You can contribute like colored hair. I can't do that. That's crazy. Again, we are decentering men. We are always thriving. We're staying out of our fields. I love a foreign man. I do love that, actually. Like in Houston, it is like a melting pot. Okay, I'm not saying I live in like BFE, but which that doesn't make sense anyways. Should be BFN, bum fuck nowhere. I do love foreign men, and they will find me anywhere, and I will find them. It's like a moth to a flame, and I love that. So I'm really hoping more foreign men in 2025 for me, but I'm also hoping local foreign men. I would love that. Australian, British, top, and then I don't know, like French is good too. Dutch. I met this Dutch guy the other day. Also, he was 25. He kind of looked 45, babe. I don't know. You need some skincare. And my New Year's resolutions, I really don't have any. I am just trying to eat better, eat at home, and not so much better, just eat at home and like stop spending money. Stop spending money would be a good New Year's resolution for me. I think a lot of people in my life would like that, because I have to tell you, there's like a hoarding generational curse in my family. Like, we love to buy shit. And I got to tell you, it's not like Chanel and like expensive stuff. It's like shit from Walmart, Amazon, the fucking dollar store. I can't succumb to that, okay? I have to break so many generational curses right and left. So I would like to spend money less, eat at home, cook. I do love cooking, working out. I'm supposed to be the hottest version of myself this year, like physically. I know, like emotionally, I already am. Also, I did kind of toggle with this idea. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'm going to 86 it anyways. But I did kind of play around with the idea of talking less shit. Not gossiping less. Maybe like not voicing my opinion right off the bat. Maybe a little more, oh, you know what I mean? I don't know that that's going to work out for me. I just feel like everybody's like a liar, They're not. But anyways, okay, you guys, another thing just on like the wrap up, like thoughts that I randomly had over the past couple of weeks is that I have not been wearing my Invisalign for like like a month and a half or almost 2 months now. Like my teeth are in pain. I put in my trays. I'm on, this is so TMI, whatever, but I'm on my refinement set of like, you know, the second set. I'm on 8 of 13. Babe, I've been on tray 8 since like September. I cannot, I'm like so over it. I mean, my other friend were talking about it because he hasn't been doing his Invisalign either. And we've been talking about it, how we're like so scared to go to the dentist. I have an appointment tomorrow and I'm like so scared she's going to yell at me. Like, why haven't you been? Babe, I'm 32. I'm a grown ass woman adult. I don't need you to be scolding me and bullying me about why I haven't been wearing my aligners. Okay. Like, you're already getting my money. So what the fuck does it matter? Second of all, I feel like dentists, and this is where we came to the conclusion, like, are all dentists bullies? Because, like, you guys are yelling that we're not, like, flossing, just scolding. Like, we're not wearing our retainers, our brackets, our Invisalign, like, whatever it is. It's like, damn, bitch. Do they teach you about shame in dentistry school? It's giving, like, everybody's getting abused by their dentist. Let's get into some stories. Meghan Markle is back on Instagram at Meghan. She just announced a new Netflix show, a cooking show. It's kind of giving Selena and Chef. It's giving Martha Stewart. It's not giving anything. But I'm not a hater, okay? Well, okay, hold on. I don't think that I dislike Meghan for the reasons that you guys may think that I dislike Meghan. If you don't know and you're new here, I am a certified self-proclaimed royalist, okay? Like, I feel like I know a lot about the royal family than the average person, not so much as like historians and like people who actually like do journalistic research and whatever, okay? I guess she announced this, and another like just royal account that I follow like posted her announcement, and I was like, but where are the jams? Dude, I got so much hate in the comments for asking where the jams are. How is that like a negative comment to say, where are the jams? Like, that doesn't make somebody, I don't understand. Like, I'm just asking where the jams are. And I genuinely want to try them. I feel like I'm pretty neutral on the Meghan Markle situation because like, I love the royals. I mean, you know, I know, okay, let's not get too like deep about it. I mean, I know it's deep, but like, I know, yes, the royal family, a lot of things have gone on. They were planting stories about Meghan Markle and all of these horrible, horrible stories about her, okay? But I also, in the same breath, two things can be true. I think all of that can be true. They could get out. That's fine and lead a private life. But they're like perpetual hypocrites, in my personal opinion. I feel like if you wanted to live a private life, you wouldn't like go to Netflix and Spotify and do all of these weird things that nobody really cares about. Like, you're just throwing shit at a wall and hoping it sticks. Like, you wanted to be a podcaster, and then that got canceled. And then you had that 6-part Netflix series that nobody watched. I watched the first 3, and it was like really hard to get through. Then now she has this cooking show, which honestly kind of actually seems more on brand for her. But then what happened with the jams? People in the comments were like, oh, well, she only sent those to her best friends. No, she didn't. She sent them as a sample. She's trying to make that a like brand, and that she wants to like produce jam. So I don't know. She still has American Riviera Orchard as her Instagram handle, as well as Meghan. And now she's coming back with the Netflix show. Maybe the jams will be on the Netflix show. Maybe it's come help me, Mindy Kaling, make this jam. I don't know. I would love to see that. Did you guys ever watch that? Oh my God, this is showing my age. Did you guys ever watch that like literal like first ever YouTube video of this lady on the news smashing the grapes, and then she like trips? I'll have to link it. It is literally the funniest thing. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like laugh at somebody's pain, but she trips out of the grape smashing, and they're like on a ledge, and she like trips of it, and then she like falls, and she's like, oh, whoa, 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 I can't breathe. If you know, you know. Sorry, I literally watched that, I don't know, probably elementary or like junior high, and it just like sticks with you. I don't want to see Meghan fall, but I would like to see her and some of her celebrity friends like smashing grapes and making the jam. That would be nice. A lot of people are saying they're not going to watch it. I actually think I am going to give it a whirl for a couple of episodes, at least one. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you posted, but I am at least going to watch it a little bit and see what's up, and then report back. I want it to be a success. I do want people to stop hating her, but I also want them to like be real. And also, like, I do understand that, you know, yes, like they want their kids private, and, you know, celebrities and the royals, they don't want to show their kids. But I'm fucking dying to see Archie and Lilibet. Okay, like I need to see what they look like. We got that mid-Christmas card again this year or last year with the, like, when they were at the 4th of July, and it's like the back of their heads. And it's like, no, I love that. Like, that's just me being selfish. Like, obviously I want to protect the children and like their privacy, of course. Selfishly, I just want to like squeeze their little cheeks, and I just want to see what they look like. Cause, you know, like I guess not a lot of people, but I am fond. I do feel like I'm pretty neutral on the Meghan and Harry sitch, although it leans just a little more hypocritical for them. So I want to see them win, but every time it's like they don't fully get me there. Do you know what I mean? And no one likes being disappointed. You know what I mean? The Golden Globes were last night. I didn't watch, but I did watch Nikki Glazer's 10-minute monologue intro or whatever, like the start. She's so good. She's so funny. I will say maybe this was one person, maybe this is a handful. I don't recall. It has left my brain. But some people have said that I remind them of Nikki Glazer. Glazer? Sorry. And I really love that. I think she's so funny, and she's like it's not like, it is dirty, but I think she has like more dimension than like just sex jokes, you know? So her like opening monologue and like mini roasts were like really good. Everybody in the audience though was petrified when they called on her. I don't know if that's just the climate of Hollywood at the moment, or if that was because it was like a comedian and they like didn't want to get roasted. I don't know, 'cause she is kind of known for her roast. I feel like she really should be like way more famous than she is. Like, I've known Nikki for a very long time. Not personally, of course, but like I just feel like maybe she is, I don't know, but I think she's so funny. And she's beautiful. Like, oh, come on. It's giving the whole package, you know? It's like she's funny and beautiful and witty. She does have a boyfriend of 10 years, which is like a weird, complicated relationship. And I'm like, you should go to therapy. But then I think she was on Nick Viall's podcast one time, or like somebody's podcast, and was like, yeah, I don't want to go to therapy because like I'm scared it'll ruin my stand-up career, which is like very real, you know? The dresses were great. Timothy Chalamet was there with Kylie Jenner, which, by the way, there were some TikToks that I was seeing this morning that they were saying that Kylie Jenner got a facelift at 27. Like, it's I mean, alleged. I don't know. But that's like kind of crazy that you got a facelift at 27, if that is true. Also, no shade, because like I kind of need a facelift at 32. Like, maybe I should have got one at 27. You know what I mean? And like beat the crowd. I feel like my skin is saggy. I need to get chin lipo. Like, I think that's what I'm gonna do soon, or at least I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole. I don't know. I'm definitely getting chemical peel. I'm definitely doing like all things skin care and prevention this year, like topically at home, and then also like at the plastic surgeon, med spa, injector, like wherever I go. I need to glow back the fuck up this year. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about getting extensions again, K-tips. But going back to me not spending money, I don't know. I feel like if I did this, like, maintenance on yourself is like an investment, right? Like, you should invest in that. I'm getting regimented with my, like, adding to my dog park and waking up early to work out and like eating at home. I also, like, every Sunday, because I want to be tan for the podcast, I want to do a self-tanner and, like, you know, self-care Sunday and whatever, but I don't know if that will really work out because I'm always busy on the weekends. Yeah, the Golden Globes were cool. I'm not really like a huge fan of like award shows, to be honest. I feel like they've like lost their edge, or maybe they've gained their edge. I don't know. I've just never really been a fan. I would love to go though. Sad news. Craig and Paige have broken up. Craig Conover of Southern Charm and Paige DeSorbo of Summer House have broken up. It is the Bravo Celebrity It couple. It's our royal family. It is sad. You know, but I always thought long term, you know, how could Aquarius and a Scorpio be together long term? But apparently, according to another Bravo astrologer, that their charts are actually really compatible, which I love that. It's not just about the sun sign, it's about other things in your chart as well. And you know, and I was listening to Giggly Squad, and Paige is really just preaching to the choir as a 32-year-old woman. And I love that, especially being like in the South. And I know she's in New York, and it's just such a different vibe up there. Like, I don't know if people in New York because when I was in LA, I never really felt the pressure of like getting married and settling down, because like people were just like about their careers. And I feel like New York is the same. But the South is different. And I do think it's like so sweet that Craig really considers Paige. And, you know, I've heard that the highest form of love is consideration. And we just watched this, you know, all of us just watched this last episode right after the breakup announcement of Southern Charm, where Craig is like, you know, decorating his like front room, and he wants a crafting corner, and he's like, Paige, do you want a spot? And I feel like she kind of got the ick. Not even the ick, like she got like anxiety about it, because I feel like they just are in two different places. And she talks about this on Giggly Squad about, you know, how you can be 32 and change the whole trajectory of your life. And I really love that. And I as much of a lover girl as I am, I do put myself first, and I do put the career first. And, you know, I think if it's not working and you guys are in two different spots, if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. And if it's not, you know, the relationship taught you a valuable lesson. And I just love that. And I think it gave a lot of hope to the girlies who maybe were at a crossroads, and it like shed a light on that you can do whatever you want, to be honest. And like age really is just a number, which is why I'm feeling 22. Like I'm 22 now, so I can just like pick whatever age I want to be, and I love that. This last episode of Southern Charm was pretty hard to watch, just knowing the context of them breaking up. Also, Madison LaCroix's husband had throat cancer. He got a nodule taken out. It's really scary. And she talks about, she's like, you know, like why did this happen to me? Like, I'm finally happy, and then now all of a sudden, like, my perfect husband, who I'm like madly in love with, has like cancer. Like, he doesn't deserve that. I don't deserve that. My family doesn't deserve that. His family doesn't deserve that. You know, I think she's being so strong. She's actually holding it way better together than I would. We're praying for them. You know, I hope Brett gets better, and, you know, just positive vibes and prayers. Okay, in other news, there's this new girl, Molly, on there, who is Madison's friend. But there's another girl, Sally, who did a crossover from Southern Hospitality to Southern Charm. And she was dating Gaston. There's no E though, so how is it Gaston? Anyway, who is dating Taylor Ann. I still don't like her. I don't care. I guess she got a little bit more confidence, like now dating him, and she like kind of woke up from like the Shep relationship light of it all. I have no idea. Like, he did treat her like shit. Taylor treated Olivia like shit, and I just don't think that I could get over that. Like, she was just such a pick me. I'm not saying I hate Taylor, but she's just like not my cup of tea. I would be civil to her at the doggy party. And I kind of hate that both of our dogs' names are Penelope. It's a good name, but I don't know. Whatever. Sally, this new girl on Southern Charm this season, was on Southern Hospitality, which I binged. Okay, let me tell you, I binged on the 30th and the 31st and I was in bed New Year's Eve, 6:30, watching it with my couch caviar. Actually, it was in bed. It was bed caviar. By the way, I'm on such a caviar kick, and I know it's like not really the most humane how they harvest it. So like, I'm gonna try some more like plant-based. I don't know. I think I'm just on like a hyperfixation about it, so I'm like gonna get off that train. Anyways, but at the same time, I want to try like Marquise and Meredith Marks and kind of go down like the Bethany Frankel rabbit hole. Like, I kind of am liking Bethany Frankel's review of caviar in the Walmart Birkins, which we can get to. Binge watch Southern Hospitality. Don't know why I never watched the show before. I hate that I didn't watch the show before. I feel like a fraud. Literally, it is so good. It is replacing the whole that VPR for many years has never been like of the sort. I've said this, like, VPR should have been canceled like season like 5, 6, 7, definitely 8 after the whole Raychella thing. Like, I never watched that, so whatever that was, I think that was 8. Anyways, this last season was a drag. I'm glad that it's on pause. I don't know how they're going to recast Vanderpump and really try to like make it and like revive it, because they already tried to do that with like Dana and Max and Brett and whatever, and like they all got fired and nobody liked them. So I just let it die and let Southern hospitality rise. Leva Bonaparte is amazing. I want to try to get her on the show. That would be so cool to just pick her brain even for like a few minutes. How she's made this basically bar restaurant empire is like amazing. She has 5 bars on King Street. I can't wait to go to Charleston. I've been wanting to go for at least like 2 years now. Well, I guess like more since Southern Charm, but like in general, you know? So hopefully this year I'll be able to make like a little weekend trip and just like go up there. But yeah, it is messy, baby. It is messy. I love that they all have like real chemistry. They're all real friends. They work at this club, which by the way, it was giving me such like another reason why I'm like, I feel like I'm 22, because I was like, did I miss this bottle service like lucrative, you know, thing? I just am not a night owl, a night person. Like literally 8:30 p.m. I turn into a pumpkin. So like it's never appealed to me except for like when I go out. But then when I go out, I just want to like dance. I could do it sober, but then I would be so tired. It's not even about getting caught up in like the alcohol of it all or whatever, but it's like it's the tiredness. Like I just don't know how I would be so tired all the time. And then I would like need to sleep, and then on their days off they're partying too. I don't know if I could do it. Like thinking about it, like it's kind of exhausting, but I love that for them. Another thing that I really do want to ask Love about, and like Lisa Vanderpump, but like that group was way smaller than this group compared. How the fuck are they getting all off to go on like a trip? They went on multiple trips. They went to Charlotte, Clit City to go to the NASCAR race. And then they went to Miami to go see Maddie DJ. Like there's literally, I don't know, like 16 people on the cast. And okay, this is like the real tea that I need answered. So all of season 2, and if you haven't watched it, I might spoil it for you, but you should still watch it because there's just so much shit that went down. Long story short, Maddie, who looks like Miley Cyrus in my opinion, makes up this whole storyline that Bradley, not Joe Bradley, but another Bradley, that they call him Bradley. It's like, why can't you just call him Brad? But whatever. Got like this girl went down on him in the back alley and 5 of their friends saw. And then 2 of the friends finally towards the end of the season were like, no, like I actually never saw that. I just kind of went along with the lie, which that's weird to begin with. If my friend was lying, I would be like, no, you're lying. Like, I don't know. Like, if you just completely made something up out of thin air, that's weird to me. And that's like diabolical. Like, so Maddie, all of season 2, picks a fight with Brad because, and like the friend group too is like really trying to save her from this horrific guy that she's dating, Trevor, which, oh my God. Nothing of the sort. He's so mid, and it's always these like mid guys that we're like losing our minds over. It's so embarrassing for us. Like it really is. Anyways, they finally break up at the end of the season, but like it started because Brad said that this girl made out with Trevor, who was Maddie's boyfriend. And long story short, it never happened. And then Maddie made up a rumor about Brad. That never happened too. And then Maddie made Trevor get on a call with the girl who allegedly he made out with and recorded the call and said, I never like made out with him. And then Maddie at like literally season finale was like, I was on the call, I was listening, like I know you made it up or whatever the fuck it was. But it was like crazy. It was just crazy. And then in season 3 premiere, they're like, oh, everything's all hunky-dory. Like, I don't know. We need a reunion. Did I miss it? I don't know. I don't know. But it's so good. It's so messy. Now Joe Bradley and Maddie are dating. Joe Bradley has been in love with Maddie for years, apparently. They're best friends. It's giving Sheena Shea. And I, for one, can't see them fucking. Like, I don't know. Joe's hot. I mean, they're all hot there. Emmy, holy shit. Emmy had a glow up when Will went to college, or Will went to law school, which, by the way, they grazed over last season so fast because there was more drama that happened over the summer, or like over this season or whatever. So while Will was at law school, he apparently had been cheating on Emmy the whole time, and Emmy and Will have been together for like 3 or 4 years, and they're soulmates, and she wants to get married, and she wants to marry a lawyer, and she wants the white picket fence life, and she wants a huge engagement ring, and blah blah blah. Yet to happen. But while she was missing Will, she like went to the gym and like got like really health obsessed, and I guess Will was fucking other bitches. I don't know, allegedly. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't want to believe it because I want Emmy to be in her little love bubble. And I think they're actually really cute together. I don't know. Mia, loving Mia. She is currently in like, what is it, Trinidad, to go compete for Miss America or Universe or whatever, Miss Worlds. And I love that for her. She's literally so stunning, like naturally and with makeup. Like she literally looks the same in my opinion, like literally stunning. Like she is a beauty queen. So I love that for her. She's so pretty. But yeah, it's so messy. If you guys are looking for like a new show, do not sleep on Southern Hospitality. It is chef kisses. It is like early seasons of Vanderpump when they were like so chaotic and young. Like they're all like 24 to like 32. And also TJ is there, and he's like a double Sagittarius and couldn't be like more of like the worst character. Like he's just kind of boring and there, and like he starts drama out of nowhere. And he doesn't seem like a loyal friend. I don't know. So it's really good. There are so many personalities on that show. I don't know that any of them are like all that super likable, but I would love to hear your thoughts on that. So that's that. In Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni news, I'm not caught up. That it is such a Charlotte's Web of lies and lawsuits that like I can't keep up with. I am going to link this girl's TikTok playlist in the show notes because I found a really good one that breaks down literally everything of the lawsuit. But the big key that I took from is that initially Blake Lively did not file a lawsuit for Justin Baldoni. She filed like a demand letter or something, so there wouldn't be actual discovery, because with a lawsuit you have to have discovery, and she wanted to get around the discovery. So he is the one that like actually countered lawsuit or started the lawsuit with her and sued New York Times, which I personally feel like rightfully so. I don't know who to believe. Obviously, it was like on Justin's side in the beginning, and now I'm just kind of, I wasn't like too gung-ho on his side. I know I think I remember kind of crying or something, right? Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I'm a little emo girl, okay? I don't know who to believe. I don't know that I care too much about this because it just seems so personal. Like, has nothing to do with me, babe. These little people, no idea. I will say I'm kind of loving that this is ruining Colleen Hoover's like moment to turn all of her books into movies, because I mean, I don't know if it's like really ruining her, but it is ruining this specific franchise. So I guess we're not going to get a part 2 of It Starts With Us. I thought It Ends With Us. Like the book was so bad. The movie was okay. I mean, yeah, domestic violence, but I don't know. It could have been not that I read a bunch of books, but like, I just don't think Colleen Hoover's like a great author. Okay. I said it, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That's just my opinion. I would like to know your thoughts. So he countersued the New York Times for putting out the slam piece about him that Blake's PR team initially, kind of went forward with. So, with the text and all of that. And he was like, oh, well, this is actually what we said. And this is actually what that was. So I'm going to link the TikTok because it's like way too much to cover. And it's like a snowball that has really gotten out of control that I don't even know like where to keep up. And I feel like with these big stories like Diddy and, Justin Baldoni and It Ends With Us drama and whatever, like they just get so out of hand so quickly, and like things come so quick. Like, I can't keep up all that much, and also it starts to overwhelm me because again, I'm not really a journalist. I'm just here to like chit chat. And sorry, like I know you don't come for like the news per se, you just come for the vibes. So that's what I'm trying to give you, a vibe. We can end on this note. Netflix has put out this new show of the Selling series called Selling the City. Anything New York real estate related, I'm gonna instantly love. I love New York, I love real estate, and I love New York real estate. It is so stunning. Crazy show. I don't know so much about like the drama. I will say that I do like that they sell more than the Selling Sunset cast. Like they don't sell shit. They wear like tiny micro skirts and like whatever. I mean, I think that goes to show that New York is really hard to make it because even the elite are struggling. Taylor, one of the girls on Eleanor's team, went to the head of DE, which is Douglas Elliman, to ask for a loan because she needed help paying her father's medical bills, and she wanted to start IVF and just like didn't feel like she had enough funds because she's a breadwinner for her family. I will also say like she ignored her husband like at lunch, and I know like I don't know, like some of my friends were like, oh well, he was a dick, but also like she is kind of rude too, like, and I understand like you have to take the call, but I also think a lot of people in real estate in general, like, and I can speak for that industry, like they just don't have boundaries. It's like, oh, someone's coming, like it's just always anxious, and I don't think it's always an emergency. Like you can wait 30 minutes to finish lunch with your husband, again depending on the circumstance, depending on time zones, things like that. But I'm saying like the more boundaries you have in place for business, the more people will respect you. That's my personal take, and that's my personal experience. Great show. Jade hates Eleanora. She is jealous as shit. On the season finale of Selling the City, there's a girl on there on Eleanor's team named Abby. She came to Jade, who is not on Eleanor's team, but is best friends of 10 years, up and down, off and on, roller coaster of a friendship with Eleanora, and works at DE with them. It's a huge company, and I guess you can go into any office, right? So she just chooses to go there, and I guess she's on the show because she's friends, and it adds dynamic. Abby confronts Jade at some party that they're having for the finale. Abby confronts her and says, you said I looked old. And I have to say, she did the like bravo, fucking bravo, like Denise Richards of it all for like saying that Abby was just confronting her. I don't understand why Jade freaked out so much. But I think Abby's really sweet, and she really knew her shit, and she was on it. She didn't mess up anything. And so she confronted Jade like a normal woman would confront somebody. And Jade was like, no, I'm not doing this. No, to like the camera. She's like, if you air any of this, I'm fucking suing all of you. Fuck Netflix. I'm not mic'd. Fuck Netflix. All because you called somebody at your brokerage old? Like, there has to be a deeper story. Like, she definitely said it, but, like, I don't understand the overreaction. Is it just because, like, the glass broke or something? Like, her persona, like, was shattered? Because Abby was also saying that she's different on camera versus off camera, and she's really mean, which I could totally pick that up. Eleanora seems so genuine, so pure, so nice, so kind, very helpful, very stern. She seems like she has boundaries. She seems forgiving. She seems like a real person. And Jade, I think, is very jealous of that and also takes advantage of that. And also because of their dynamic, Eleanora said that when she was younger and like kind of first got into real estate and whatever, like 14 years ago, that Jade kind of helped her get out of her shell. And I think Jade is a little envious of the person that, quote, she created. That's just my personal take, because Eleanora like skyrocketed. She's the #1 salesperson in New York at DE. And, you know, Jade's not doing too bad herself, but she's not #1, and now Eleanora has a team. I just feel like it's that typical female competitiveness, which is so weird. Like, do guys get that? I don't know. I'm also secretly hoping and rooting for her and what's his name, Jason, to get together and be like endgame. Like, I really love that. I feel like there is like a lot of love there, a lot of safety there as well. And I feel like, you know, Eleanora says that he kind of took her out of her shell and, you know, contributed to, you know, who she is now. And they had like a thing years ago, and I'm just kind of hoping that it's like in game. She doesn't want to leave New York. He does, but I don't know. Is he staying for her? I know the New York hustle and just real estate in general hustle is like, you know, it's addicting. So I don't know. I feel like I'm not a good bop or flop on real estate shows because a lot of them are not realistic, obviously, because they have to keep your interest, although real estate is really drama filled. But I would like to know what you guys think, if you guys like selling the city and if you thought it was good or not. I mean, if you do like real estate, by the way, Steve Gold from $1 Million Listings is on there. And I was like, why is he on there? Like, he's not at DE anymore. He's at Corcoran Group. And I don't see, my thing was, I don't see how he could have any influence over Eleanor's team to like co-list or have influence or do or collab in any way, because you can't collab through, at least in Texas, maybe it's different in New York, probably not, but like you can't collab if you're at different brokerages, like on paper. So I don't know how like that would really work, but I guess he was there for like eye candy, for notoriety, for views, you know, to get it out there. And also him and Eleanor are like friends and like they all run in the same social circles, so I guess it makes sense. I mean, I liked it. I mean, I know it's probably gonna get like 8 seasons because like people can't get enough of that shit, and I like that for her, and I hope maybe that'll give her some security to like buy a house. She was like, I didn't invest in a house, and like started crying, and like, you know, she's like, I invested in a team and you guys, and like honestly, like her team is kind of fucking her over. Like, I don't really like it. Like, Eleanor, I'll go to bat for you, girl. Fuck these bitches. And Jordan is dating Trevor Noah, and then Giselle had a situationship with Michael B. Jordan. I don't know, girl. There's a lot of name dropping going on there, which is fine. But Eleanor is the only one that I really liked out of that whole series, which happens to be the main character and her show. So I don't know. It was really good. So see if you guys like it. Let me know what you think. And yeah, that's it for today. Let me know what shows you guys are watching. Let me know your New Year's resolution. It's a new year. It's a new year to reinvent yourself, to chase your goals. We have the same 365 days as Beyonce and Taylor Swift. You know, I mean, fuck, if they can do it, we can too. And I do know that they have, you know, whole teams behind them. But, you know, at one point they didn't. So pull yourself up by your bootstraps and let's get it. Let's lock in for the year. No excuses. Hold each other accountable. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.